This video is by viewer request from Cameron. He wants to use the Autochopper to slice up something other than drum breaks. He specifically asked for bird sounds, so here you go. It is chopping some bird sounds right now. And as you can see, there's a couple problems. It's only grabbing the first 3 slices, and it's not playing any of these. So what you can do is you can come over here. If you go to the random device right before the sampler, you see here it's set to choices 3. That's why it's only playing a few of them. If you turn this up, now it's going to jump around more. Oh, excuse me. It should also be set to random, not alternate. Yeah, so now it's jumping around. Now it's doing what we would expect it to do. And if we turn the choices up all the way, it's only going to go so far. I guess you can't have more than 24 choices. So if you have like 100 little slices here, it's going to be hard to get that to work. Unless what you could do is come into the piano roll and trigger it from a different note. So let's go C2 instead of C1. Now you can see that it's triggering like more of the samples back here. So that's just something to know. But let me change this back to C1, and I'll show you something else you can do. So the other thing is, say, these are too many slices. You just want fewer of them. If you're in slice by transient mode right here, you can come right next door to sensitivity and just turn this down, and it will grab less of those transients. So you'll have less overall slices to choose from. And then you might have to also bring the choices down. That might be enough. Now, if you want even more control, what you can do, go to slice by, and then you can select either region, or you could even do manual, which is probably the best one. Because now you have a bunch of these slices, and you can move these around. If you zoom in to get the little arrow, you can position them very precisely. And then if you double click, it will make a new one. And again, you can position this kind of wherever you want it in an exact way. There you go. Now we're slicing some bird sounds. And like I said, if you have the choices set too high where it exceeds the number of slices here, then it's going to start triggering notes that are beyond the scope of what you're slicing, so you'll hear nothing. Similarly, if you have this too low, it's going to do that. You see how as I open up the choices control, it starts giving you more of the slices. The other thing is, if this chance control is at 100%, it's going to skip the first slice, so I like to leave it at like 99 or 98%. And then otherwise, it works the same as if you were slicing drums. So anyway, hopefully this was helpful, and it lets you start using this to chop up some things other than drums and do something experimental, because that's what we're about over here. Thanks, and see you next time.